Soja Realz in the city, back outside. You know my saying, if you ain't doing something positive and productive to uplift yourself or uplift someone, then you ain't outside. Right now, I'm getting ready to go hang out with some mutual friends of mine so we can talk more business about my photo shoots in my studio that's right behind me. Of course, you know, I'm always in the garment district because, you know, I design clothes. I'm a graphic designer. I got sneakers. I got clothing. Matter of fact, it's all on Soja Realz Select. That's at SR Select on Twitter. I choose to go a little bit more with Twitter or whatever like that, because I ain't gonna lie, like I like Elon Musk. He's more like a technology kind of guy, and I'm a technology kind of guy. So I like the Twitter platform. I always did like the Twitter platform until they deleted one of my main Bubble Shake magazine account for basically nothing. You know what I'm saying? I guess there's a lot of haters that I got out there, so you know, you gotta think about it, man. I'm dealing with individuals who feel that they should, for one, have their own magazines. For one, should be the model that should be on the cover. People that's family that don't do what we do, but still think that you own something. You know what I mean? Things like that. I mean, it's normal life shit, but life goes on. Right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm just setting up to do my my social media, so I ain't gotta worry about these social media platforms deleting stuff off their page because of somebody hating because they're not doing something like you're doing, or the competition, or I'd rather have control. I gotta have control over my own destiny. So that's the reason why I'm going around with the you know, about designing this new website that I'm designing. With that said, what's in hip hop right now? What everybody's been talking about. Last week I posted the video, and as I'm about to post my show last week, Donald Trump has an assassination attempt on his life. It brought up many memories of back in the days, and it was just kind of crazy to me. Like, hold up, how is it that a guy climbs up on a ladder, climbs to a roof? You got it out here to where there's guy Trayvon Martin, you know what I'm saying, with a hoodie on, goes to go to the store for his mom's, and they think he's a criminal and shoot him and kill him. So I just didn't get it to how an ex-president, you know what I'm saying, where there's the Secret Service, we're not even talking about the local police, we're talking about the Secret Service, and he climbs up on a building, and somebody, one of the Secret Service agents, is seeing him, looking through him with a microscope of a rifle himself, and you guys break down to not shoot him before he lets off shots. Mind you, this R.I.P. to the gentleman that covered up his family and everything like that, and now his family is at loss because of it. I just didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? This is politics. It just doesn't seem right. You know what I'm saying? It seems more or less like, you know, because in this country, when you're a powerful individual, it seems like in history, what history has told me from reading books and everything, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy, it just seems like things happen to them to get them out the way. So Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, I just didn't see how a guy climbs up on the roof and you guys see the guy, confront the guy, but you don't shoot him before he shoots off in order to try to assassinate this guy. You gotta be, Donald Trump, man, you gotta be careful. The Democrats looking like they don't want you out here. You talking too much powerful shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, man, Donald Trump is a guy, I've never seen this. I've read about stuff like this in my history book, but Donald Trump is a guy that actually had people go to the House of Congress and try to overthrow it. That's powerful. You gotta be careful. They don't like shit. What else is out there? But first off, when it comes to the Donald Trump situation, it kind of brought up little memories back in the days of when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Young days or whatever like that. I don't really want to bring up this situation or whatever like that, but it's happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? I'm, you know, in the middle of war, niggas snipering me and all that, and just missed. You know what I mean? So at that particular time, I felt like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Like, I was ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you know what I mean? And just like how he threw up his fist, you know what I'm saying? Things like that happen out here in America, you know what I'm saying? And this is the American way. Now you just got to keep fighting. So by him doing that, I thought that he won the election because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just shows the backbone of what we really are, or what America really is today. With that said, there's another situation that's going on in hip hop. There's a situation with Jprince, right? All right. So now let's talk about Shakur versus Mase and Cameron. And, you know, Mr. Jprince stepped in and said his words. As you can see, I changed the background. One thing about being in the city or whatever like that, it's like the news broadcasters. There's a lot of people from different countries or whatever. Once you turn this camera on, you know what I'm saying, they're crowding around, especially if they know you before. I've done so much work out here or whatever like that. So I see that more, that I have to come down here a little bit earlier. I have to wake up like 5 or 6, get down here by like 7 or 8 o'clock and get my show rolling. It's no problem, you know what I'm saying? The show must go on, but we know for the future references. Yeah, so Shakur had a fight or whatever, and everybody thought that the fight was boring because he didn't let his hands go, and the guys that he's affiliated with, that he has around him, is known to letting their hands go. Shakur is more like a Mayweather, who's a very good fighter, but at times Mayweather fights did bore us or whatever, because he doesn't, you know, he strategizes. Because it's just like every other thing in life, you know what I'm saying? Any competition, you in the office with another co-worker, you know what I'm saying? You have to know how to strategize. You got to be able to strategize with the opponent. So I guess in that particular fight, he had to, you know what I'm saying, bob and weave and move and shake, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, any little false move, he may could get knocked out. He'll lose his title, right? So Cameron and Mase gave their opinion on the fight. So I guess Shakur, he watches their show, right? You know what I'm saying? And because he watches their show or whatever like that, probably supporting their show, he probably felt a little ways about it and was like, yo, man, and he went too much with it by now, you know what I'm saying, bringing it to the streets and telling them, you know what I'm saying, to get the strap and shit like that. Now, and then, you know, of course, they started going back and forth. Now, Mr. Jprince stepped in and started speaking about it, and then Cameron and Mase, you know what I'm saying, did step up to him and said, "Oh, yo, man, we ain't little niggas or whatever like that." And I guess if he's 60 years old, why is he trying to still be a boss at 60 years old and trying to be a street person at 60 years old? But I have to say this, man, and shout out to Cameron, shout out to Mase, shout out to Harlem World, you know what I'm saying, because I go way back with all of those guys. Shout out to Mob Ties, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, we was fucking with Street Side. I started the magazine down south, so we was fucking with Street Side. Street Side, they come from the mob, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of those guys. I don't really think that Jprince was actually coming at them like a bully. He wasn't coming at them. I think they just got so used to him being in the limelight of coming out, you know what I'm saying, to calm things down. Mr. Jprince, you know what I'm saying, because he's an older gentleman, he's not trying to get in the streets. He's just trying to settle down his young boys and settle down the situation. You got to understand, right? If the young man now, you know what I'm saying, talking about getting in the strap and getting things like that, somebody in the mentor now has to step in to say, yo, listen, whoa, fall back. Anything that's going on between you guys or whatever, I'm now the person to come to. That doesn't mean that when you come to the guy's going to tell you, yo, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm going to hang you off of a bridge somewhere. No, that wasn't what he was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You know what I'm saying? Mase, you know what I'm saying? Mase has been doing this thing for a long time, and actually, Mase actually knows, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Jprince. You know what I'm saying? He knows Mr. Jprince. Come on, boy, you know what them niggas is about over there. You know what I'm saying? You done did business with them before, you know what I'm saying? Enough to know how Mr. Jprince, you know what I'm saying, come at a situation, right? So, in my eyes, that's how I look at it. I look at it just like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that he said too much. He didn't say that, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying, or you guys stop talking about him or whatever. He didn't say nothing like that. He just came as an OG and try to calm down a situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you guys be looking too much into things, man. You know what I'm saying? It really, I don't really think it was like that. That's not how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't bring it to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of OGs that's out here, right? And a lot of OGs that's out here nowadays or whatever like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Would have done the same thing. I know my OGs would have did the same thing. If, you know, I got OGs that manage me. If it comes down to where there's a situation in the street, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that, they're gonna step in and quiet that down. It goes with any camp. Mase, you've been there before. Cameron, you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So that was how I look at the whole situation. I didn't really think it was that serious. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, it still needed to be said by Mase, because there is situations that's out here, you know what I'm saying, where there's OGs and gangsters and all this other things that's going on out here, and it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? What I got going on, I got the Soja Realz selection, which is called SR I'm saying on Twitter at SR Select. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like an app store, you know what I'm saying, for all of the things that I got going on. You know, you could get the clothing, you could get everything that I got going on Soja Realz Select. So we're gonna turn that into an app store, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know what I'm saying, we're not on a level of Google, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna have like it's an app store, because I like I said, I've been working on my